Is your camera's eye winking fast like this? Or is it winking slow like this? Find out on today's episode of Capture with Chukwunonso. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chukwunonso Captures, aka Mazi. Chakon, aka the Photocosmetic Surgeon. Welcome back to another episode of Capture with Chukwunonso. Shout out to all my clients, you are appreciated. Special thanks to all of the muses out there. You guys keep me inspired. One love to all my social media supporters. You guys keep me going. All right, so let's jump right into the video for today. I'm going to talk to you guys about shutter speed. So I've spoken about shutter speed before and explained how it basically allows you to capture like motion blur, like if someone's in motion and things like that, if the shutter speed is slow, or if the shutter speed is fast. The picture, basically a fast shutter speed makes it so that even though someone's moving, there will be no motion blur. All right. So, but that's kind of like an aesthetic thing that shutter speed does. Here's a more basic thing to get you to understand the shutter speed's effect on a picture. It affects brightness and darkness, right? So I'm going to demonstrate this here in this video. It's not really going to be a review of what I've showed you before. It's going to show you another thing that shutter speed does. So the point of this is so that I can demonstrate to you guys visually with picture examples as to what these different camera settings do. That way you're more fluid with it and you know all the different things that basically your camera does, and you'll be more fluent with using your camera in full manual mode, not none of the automatically set modes. You know what I'm saying? So if you understand what each one of them does, then you'll be able to construct the right type of picture, pick the right settings and things like that. So without further ado, let us move to my camera screen, and I'm going to give you this demo on how shutter speed influences the basically how light or how dark a picture is. All right, follow me. All right, so welcome to my camera screen. So we're going to talk about shutter speed today, right? So as you probably remember from the intro, I liken shutter speed to essentially your camera's eye winking, right? So just like the eye that you have on your face, right? Your camera has an eye too. So the eye is the lens, okay? And let me take this lens cap off. Basically, let's see if we can make it happen. But the eye blinks. You know what I'm saying? If you take let me see if I can do this. If you take a look at, let me hit the shutter button. Did you see that? It just winked. Okay. So basically, whenever you hit the shutter release button, your eye winks, right? So every time it does this, it's like your eye winking. And so this number over here represents, this 1/400 represents how fast that eye, how fast it moves. 1/400 seconds, right? 1/400 seconds basically represents how fast your camera's eye blinked. You get what I'm saying? 1/400. So if it's blinking fast, if it's blinking faster, basically there's not enough time for light to enter into the camera's eye and hit the sensor to create the picture. There's not enough time for light to enter. And so since there's only a short amount of time, like boom, only a short amount of time for it to go in, the picture gets darker, right? It's a darker picture. And I am going to put up a picture of her up on the screen. So you see that? So this was a picture from a flag lipstick shoot that I did. So we have some amazing models here, and they are representing a lot of Caribbean and African countries, a lot of black countries, right? And I took this picture at a shutter speed of 1/400th of a second, right? 1/400th of a second. and it's a little bit darker, right? Because not enough light went in, right? So, and this is the eye of the camera right here. This show represents the shutter speed. So I'm gonna roll this dial here, and I'm gonna, show you basically how shutter speed works. So if I roll the dial this way to make this fraction here, to make this fraction smaller, I'm hoping you guys can see this, but there's a tiny little 1 there. It's 1 over that big number, right? So it's not just the 160, it's 1 over 160, right? So this essentially right here is a slower shutter speed. This is a slower shutter speed than it was before, that 1 over 400th, right? And essentially this is blinking a little bit. I mean, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to tell that it's a little bit slower from the human eye, because I hit that button right there and boom, you see the shutter fire, and you saw the camera blink, the shutter close and open, right? So you won't be able to tell, but this is a slower shutter speed, and because it's a slower shutter speed, it's not as fast as the 1 over 400. It's a slower shutter speed. That means more light is allowed to enter. More light goes into the camera, and it then has the ability to make the picture brighter, right? So I'm going to show a picture of a similar pose. It's up on the screen now, and as you can see, this picture was is a little bit brighter. It was taken at 1 over 200th of a second, right? As you can see, it's a little bit brighter, and that brightness is caused by the fact that I used a slower shutter speed. So that's the basics of how shutter speed affects the lightness or darkness of a picture. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that demonstration. I know I sure did. So please let me know what you guys wanted to learn about next. I'm gonna just continue the basics of photography. I know this type of stuff, it's not always intuitive, you know what I'm saying? So it might take some time. I might make a few videos just going in depth about this, but if you can really master these, then you'll be able to use your camera in full manual mode and be able to change settings on the fly. So it takes a while to get comfortable with it. That's why I'm kind of, showing you this stuff a few times and showing you different aspects of it in a few different ways. So let me know what you think about it. Please like this video, continue to support this channel. Leave a comment down below. Please share this video with someone who might need it. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so you can know anytime I post a new video. All right, thanks. Happy shooting, my friends. I will see you in the next video. Take care.